I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I'm fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Ayy, winning like I ought to. I ain't wanna do it, but I got to. Smoking what my doctor told me not to. Got these wishing they was hot too. Ballin' like I need to. Got my exes wishing for a redo. Smell the marijuana when I speed through. Hit her with a tip, that's a preview. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. Shit, get your money, not your hate up. Boy, draw a play up. I flip my wrist, it a layup. She wanna lay up. I gotta get it, I'ma stay up. I'm all the way up. I got my pay up. I ain't playing with you. I'm a coach now. Commentating do the most now. I be somewhere booted with my toes down. Made little baby tooted with her nose down. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live.
Showtime! What's up, good people? Happy Thursday. Let me know that you can hear me in the chat by typing either spoiled or entitled. Spoiled or entitled, because tonight, we will be covering a few stories that are about a few people who are definitely spoiled and or entitled. Um, and hold on a second. Let me pull this up, put this in the chat. I decided to go live, and I thought I was going to have like a couple quick stories and it wouldn't take much time to pull it together. And it took hours, still hours to pull it together. So I'm still getting my bearings about myself. But thank you to everyone who's letting me know that you can hear me. Chanel, Lydia, Roxy, Carol, Marianne, Sneakerdoodle, the real Tanisha, Mocha Barbie, Alice, I think I said Alice, Courtney, Explore, and Marlena, and T, and Don, and Linda, and Kimberly, and everyone else who's letting me know that you can hear me. I greatly appreciate it. So today, this evening, we're going to get right into it. We have a story that's been on my radar for months that I have yet to get out to y'all. I did put it on my social media, on my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, but some of you don't follow me there, so you didn't see it. But those of you who follow me there have at least seen this part of it. But we're talking about the large number of missing teens in Cleveland. And then we're going to talk about the viral story that it's a little old now. Y'all know I'm slow, slow to get to it. T.I. and his son King, and basically the viral family drama. Then the New Orleans scare at the New Orleans airport. We'll cover that viral video, as well as a couple other viral videos that kind of pertain to flying and all that good stuff. So first, we're going to move right into our first story, which is a large number of teens that are missing in Cleveland. And what I'm going to do is play the video that I created a couple months ago to catch some of y'all up. And it's a list of some of the children who were missing then. Not sure who's been found, but just in case, I wanted to play this. So that is from, I want to say I did that in late August. And so the headlines have been buzzing about reports of an alarming surge of missing children cases in Cleveland. A report claims that over 1,000 children are missing in Cleveland, sending shockwaves through the city. Well, really through social media, period. I'm gonna put this poll question here too. Have you heard of the 1,000 missing children in Cleveland? So, but they're saying, is this really the case, or is there more to the story? So here's just a little brief news clip.
With 19 News now, coming to you from our digital desk. In full disclosure, most media outlets, including here at Cleveland 19, we don't do a whole lot of reporting on runaway missing children because It's this understanding that it then creates this idea that if a kid wants to run away, they'll get on the news, it promotes it. And so therefore, we generally don't report on missing children that are runaways. If it's an abduction, that's clearly a completely different matter. But when we see numbers like we have over the past couple of weeks within the city of Cleveland itself, it is something that has gotten our attention and perhaps should get the attention of the public and especially parents. We're looking at the Cleveland Police missing persons website, and you can filter this by date, meaning the date that they were reported missing by family members or guardians. And there have been 27 such reports in the last 2 weeks. You can just scroll through the list. The top of the list, Malaysia Maxwell, missing 1 day, 17 years old. There's 3 individuals that have been missing for a day, and then we get to 2 days missing when we see Amani Brady, then Natalie Clark. We can even now switch to the second page of missing individuals. Some of them have pictures, like you can see Derek Hamilton there, age 15. He has been missing 5 days. Ebony S. Scott, missing 4 days. And we can get to page 3. We can see Serenity Perry has been missing 9 days. Amari Woods, age 18, missing 7 days. It is, again, starting to become an alarming number of children, 18 and under, that have been reported missing by family. The question is why, and what is it perhaps about this time of year that is causing this?
So that newscast is actually about, I think, close to 20 minutes long, so I'm not going to have y'all sit through that. I'm going to instead summarize for you. So the Cleveland Police Department has responded, and they are dispelling the rumors or the reports, labeling them as false information that could harm an active missing persons investigation. So the police chief, Wayne Drummond, emphasized that the number has been exaggerated, and the truth might actually surprise you, is what he was quoted as saying. So the Ohio Attorney General's website was reportedly the source of these alarming figures. They said investigation reveals a different story about the over 890 cases, not 1,000. So first of all, they're saying it's not 1,000, it's 890 cases. But they say they date back a decade. So these are not all recent cases. So the real question is, why is there so much confusion around this? How did this even become a story? Although viral to me, because I was seeing it everywhere, but it could be because, you know, I've been doing was during that time doing the missing persons. So it hit on my algorithm. So I saw it in a couple different places. And I see that 38% of you had heard about this, but 62%, the majority of you, had not heard about this. But the Ohio Attorney General, whose name is Dave Yost, said that he shared his insights into the challenges of tracking missing minors and the efforts underway to improve data collection. He said it's an eye-opening conversation that sheds light onto the intricacies of the system. So basically saying that this is a reporting issue or reporting error, not that all of these teens are actually missing. And they said that amidst the confusion, the local organizations like Cleveland Missing and individuals, other individuals or community leaders are stepping up, and they emphasize the need for community involvement and awareness. So what I gather from what I understood and what I was able to pull in a short period of time is that there's been some inaccurate, like say, whether it's a runaway team or not, a teen or not, when they return, no one is reporting it as the child has been found. So they're remaining on this list. On top of that, some of this data is from way back, a decade back. But they did say that moving forward, the state is collaborating with the University of Toledo to enhance the data collection. So my plan moving forward is just to kind of keep my eye on this, because I don't take things, I take everything with a grain of salt at this point in life, because there's so much happening out there. And sometimes you can't just take the words of the officials as fact. It could be, but there also could be something amiss here. So we'll be keeping our eye on this. And I'm going to definitely, I actually came up with an idea, I think, of how I'm going to continue to make sure that we're shedding light on the active missing cases that we are aware of. Let me see. Let's see if we have any comments before I move on to our next topic. Says, I grew up in Kentucky and I love Cincinnati, but Ohio State has always been a problem since the 1970s when we moved to the state. Interesting. I'm from Cleveland, but moved. I didn't want to raise my girls there, especially since my Granny Street appeared on an episode of the First 48. Oh, wow. I used to love that show, First 48. I used to watch it incessantly. Deshaun is saying this, so sad. Remember them talking about this a couple months ago. Right. And that was the last time I heard about it. So I actually looked it up today just to see if there were any updates. And this was really the only update that I saw. And I think it was as of September 25th. And Gilda, no, and won't look like 2, 3 getting missing every day. How do you look up the story? Are you I don't know if you're asking me how you look up the story. I'm not sure. I didn't quite understand context. I apologize. Carol Chamberlain, I can't believe 1,000 are missing and no word of returns. This is beyond heartbreaking. Yeah, it looks like there's some level of reporting error involved in this too, because as we were doing the stories early summer, where I would be reporting them, and then even from the time I had pulled the story earlier in the day to by the time we went on that evening, some of the children had been returned or found. And what they're saying, at least in Cleveland, is they don't have a system in which they're tracking it properly. And so some of these children may have been found, and it's just had not been reported to clear them off the roster, so to speak. Gilda, yes, heartbreaking, but as they've been doing that children trafficking and using body parts. Yeah, that's definitely become more in the forefront. Love USA. I really think that this child is child trafficking. Yeah. That is more than 1K. Yeah. There's a lot of cases missing children, too many. Yeah, absolutely. I know all of them are not runaways. There's something bad going on here. Yeah. Okay. Everybody pretty much saying the same thing. Okay. So we're going to move on to the next topic, which is the situation that has gone viral with T.I. and his son, King, one of his sons, whose name is King. And how many of you have heard or seen this confrontation? I think when this happened now? I don't forget now. It's been a few days at least, I know. So the Harris household went viral while at the Atlanta Falcons NFL game. And things took a wild turn when T.I., Tiny, and King Harris found themselves in a heated argument that escalated into a physical confrontation. So, and the whole thing was caught on live stream by 19-year-old King on his Instagram, who was basically airing their dirty laundry for the world to see. The family feud revolved around T.I. and Tiny, claiming that King couldn't relate to their past struggles, leading to a public spat. And I will play this for y'all. Oh, let me pull it in. It's over here. For those of you who have not seen it.
Woke up with a roach on your face.
Here. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. Man, go.
In your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he know not true. silver spoon. I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, we used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath
Every
and
day.
throw tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm gonna tell you the reason why you want to be over there. Y'all ready?
What was the reason?
Cause he can suck and pacify over there till you was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till you was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
You cried like a baby. Hold your breath.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding
Sugarcoat it. He capping. He capping.
Hey,
He know I stand on business. He know that. Ain't no nigga ever pulled my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on
I don't
business.
feel like you stand on business.
Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see.
Hey, man,
I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind a mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much. Let's go.
Now,
Get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being sick. Just being sick. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. I know. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you. I know you.
shut up.
I know you.
ain't no mystery about
I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, get off me.
Hey, what is she talking
Man, get
about?
off me. Like, what the fuck? Man, get off me.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
That was a lot. As I watched it the first time I saw it, I was just in shock from the fact that he was talking to his parents his father specifically, the N-word ninja. You don't know me, ninja. You can't handle me. What? What? While you drive the car he bought you, and you're in a private skybox at the Mercedes-Benz Falcons Stadium, and you grew up behind behind the gates of your house in a gated community. On top of that, the only reason you were close to the hood was because they allowed you to be, not because you had to be, not because that's really what your life was. What? So they're saying in the aftermath was a series of deleted Instagram stories where King expressed his frustration, making it clear that he stands on business and won't tolerate being misrepresented. And it's pretty clear that, in his late teens, we've seen him challenging his parents' authorities. I didn't know he was that young. I honestly thought, just because of the shenanigans I have seen, that he was like over 21, at least like 21 or something. But he's still 19. If you don't get your tail back in the house, shut up. Get in the house, shut up. But he's been challenging his parents' authority and doing a lot publicly. And I actually have, y'all know I be scouring the internet for y'all. So I actually have another angle of the incident that's a lot clearer, because you can tell like there was some tussling. You couldn't quite see the actual altercation clearly. So play this for you, a little clip I found for you.
Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. Man, what is she talking about? Man, get off me. Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't you can do with me.
And that's not all, because y'all know I really be scrubbing the internet for y'all. I have footage of after they actually got home, the aftermath of it. Make sure I started from the beginning.
Ah, youngster. Yeah, get your ass up out of here.
Mom.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama. I stayed off your ass out of respect for that woman. But if it wasn't for your mama, I would have broke your little ass down a long time ago.
See, I've been working hard for y'all. I hope that y'all have hit that like button, because I'll be at it. I'll just be busy over here pulling exclusive footage. Y'all know I got to add some shenanigans into this foolishness. There's already enough shenanigans by itself. But the poll here question is, do you think that King is privileged and spoiled brat? And 89% of you say yes. 11% of you say no. You know, I'm always interested in the outliers. So let me know, you know, why you say that. So they're saying that T.I. addressed the recent heated exchange with his son, King, at the Falcons game in response to the disrespectful comments about Tiny. And he defends his son, emphasizing their strong family bond, stating that they are a united front despite public scrutiny. And he shared a post on social media expressing his loyalty to his family and dismissing online chatter about their relationship. And they're also saying that the incident turned into a marketing opportunity as T.I. promotes a new episode of Go Talk, featuring him and his son on the complex capitalization of media attention. So then that started making me question, like, was this for promotion? Because they was all set. Next thing you know, I think it was the next day, I'm seeing on social media, on the blogs, that they're sitting down, and I'm like, they made up that quick? What's happening? Like, y'all did, that wasn't even probably a good full, you know, it wasn't even 24 hours, and y'all all set up to be on a podcast doing an interview and talking about capitalization of media attention. Did you capitalize off of media attention to prove a point for this episode? Like, what's happening here? Like, I feel like they were playing in our face a bit, which is why I don't be running for these nowadays, because people really do, you know, use the internet to play in y'all's face, like, constantly. Also, people were talking about the history of King and his behavior, like some of you have, and I'm gonna get to your comments next. But talking about the history of King and his shenanigans in the street. And one of the clips that was brought up was T.I.'s response, one of his many responses to people hitting him up in his DM, tagging him, etc., telling him his son is out of control, he needs to do something about it, etc. And this was his response, and this is courtesy of the real, the Tea with Tia.
Got a small request, man. Stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas? His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
Can I ask you a question?
You can.
May I take a selfie with you?
No, go ahead.
Please,
I'm in the middle of something. I'm in the middle of something, but go ahead. This is more important. Go ahead. Come on.
Thank you.
All right, take it easy. Yeah. So, I done already had that conversation with him, man. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong shit. And, you know, I trust in God to deal with it the way that he see fit. You know what I mean? It ain't really shit else you know, he done got all the whippings, he done got the punting, he done did it, he done, you know, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now he gonna have to go through it. He gonna have to go through it and get through it. And ain't nothing me, his mama, or nobody else gonna be able to say about it, man. But I'ma love him all the way through whatever it is he going through. You know what I mean? And shit, man, he gonna learn his lessons. Life gonna, you know what I mean? Life is gonna teach him all the lessons that he need to know. And that's the most that we can do. That's the best we can ask for. You know what I mean? I know who he is at his core. You know what I'm saying? This shit that he trying to, you know, he trying to convince himself of things, as we all do as young men and even young women growing up, try to convince ourselves that we are certain things. And in that journey, we find out exactly who the fuck we really is. You know what I'm saying? And it happens when we least expect it, and our lessons come from where we didn't know they were coming from. And it just ain't shit else to do. Ain't shit else to do, man. Time is gonna be his teacher. Yeah.
And I'm gonna play this other clip. I'm just go right into it since I was.
And
so this is T.I. Pretty much talking about the challenges of raising a child like King.
He going through, I love him through it, and I can't say he a great kid enough, but the media don't talk enough about the good parts.
Thing that he does. Just
you know what I mean? All they do is focus on the bad because they get them more clicks.
Right.
And, you know, I try to make him aware of that. And, you know, when we young, we kind of talk about things based on how we think they should be.
Right.
Rather than acknowledging them for how we know they are.
Right.
And I just try and, you know, walk him through it. He get better every day, though.
Right.
And another thing I'd like to say, as much criticism as I receive about my son, I would like to shed light on the fact. We all got bad-ass kids, okay? Now listen, don't make it seem like I'm the only one on here who got bad-ass kids.
We all go through.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't got no bad-ass kids, you got one and you got lucky. You hear me? Anybody with 3 or more,
multiples,
you got one that you don't know what the hell you gonna do with. Right. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just take the time to say that.
And actually, when I listened to that, I was like, he right. Like, we all know, or it's in our family where it could be like, yeah, when there's multiple, there's a very good chance that the one is going to be the black sheep. One is going to be the one that gives the parents the run for their money. One is going to be the one that everybody looking at like, what is your problem? Why can't you? We didn't grow up in the hood. Why you got to act like that? So let me see, which poll did I give y'all last? Do you think the confrontation was staged to promote their new project? 64% of you say no, 36% of you say yes. It depends on my, like, sometimes I think it is, sometimes I think it's, okay, maybe that did happen for real, and then they capitalized off of it afterwards. Yeah, so I'm kind of torn sometimes. But Black Twitter and social media as in general has taken this story and run with it. Of course, you get your creatives creating memes. You Ain't That Hood tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern on BET. T.I. and King got them in a headlock. Someone did a comic of sorts of the incident, the moment that King was hemmed up in that headlock. And then someone, this one, if he wasn't older, I would not have put this up because it's a little cruel, but it's funny because there's truth in comedy. They did a comparison of King compared to a pink gym shoe, the opening of a pink gym shoe. And then the other thing that I just saw today, right before, as I was actually putting this show together for y'all, is that there is a new rumor out there that what King was upset about and saying you're trying to front, you're not, being real, et cetera, to T.I. is that he was had recently, this is rumor, he had recently learned, King, that T.I. was not his biological father. And there's a tweet. This is something, again, I just saw, so I haven't had a chance to really dig in it. I also saw that Tasha K picked up the story. I don't know where it really originated from, but this particular tweet is, I just got word from a reputable source that King was told his biological father is Bimmy. I don't know who Bimmy is. And that's why he said Tip's history is a mystery. And that is all cap. Somebody called, and that is all cap. Somebody called Maury, Laura London. We want to hear from Clifford David Harris. So I don't know. I'm just keeping y'all abreast of what I'm learning when I'm learning it. And as it develops, I'll share more. This is the man that they are claiming is his father. This is the guy, the lower bottom. I don't know. Is it y'all left or right? This camera reverses stuff on me. So, but in the bottom corner, that is a picture of Bimmy, I guess, when he was a lot younger. And this is the top picture above that is him, I guess, at this point, present day. I mean, they're similar. I would say there's more similarities between the two of them than T.I., but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything. So, but just letting y'all know what's happening in those internet streets. I don't know if there's gonna be a Diddy thing where it's this little bubbling up, and the next thing you know, it explodes. I don't know, but just so y'all know, let me see what y'all saying about the pod. I'll leave that up while I do this. What are y'all saying? Do you think that T.I. is King's biological father? 71% of you say you do. 29% of you say you do not. Okay. And lastly, on the T.I. and Harris family front is what occurred today, which is it's gone viral. There was a situation where a nightclub in Atlanta was taking advantage of this situation with T.I. and his son, and they put out a plugger, and I forgot to screenshot that and pull that in. But they created a plugger similar to this, saying basically that the two of them were gonna do an appearance at this club. T.I. finds out about it. He goes up to the club and he's like shutting it down. He's like, either y'all give me money or ain't nothing gonna happen here tonight at all. So this is a clip that is circulating on social media of T.I. pulling up to the club that lied about him having an appearance there that evening.
Then ain't nothing going. Ain't nobody getting nothing going. Nothing. Call who you need to call. Do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on a motherfucking flyer, nigga, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but nigga.
Oh, that part got cut off, but he was like, this is my city. It's my city. But I can't be mad at him. Like, somebody's using your name to make money and saying you're going to appear somewhere, and then, being, at their level, and then on social media, public figures and stuff, and people would go there and then they don't show up, but then people would blame them like they stood the event up. It could become a whole thing. So I totally get him being enraged and actually being in town. So he like, we finna ride up there. We riding up on them. I'm down for it. I get it. Totally get it. So let me read your comments on this, and then we're gonna move on to our last couple topics. This is not gonna be a long live at all. Probably be out of here in another 30 minutes. What am I reading? Oh, geez, my eyes doing some stuff. Now, who didn't see this coming? King been a hot mess, right? King is out here being a little menace to society. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, when I thought about this story, when they all first went viral, my plan was to do a more of a deep dive and pull up some of his past history, the things off the top of my mind. And if y'all know other stuff, put it in the chat. But the incident he had at the Waffle House, cursing out the Waffle House employees, degrading them, treating them like they were less than because their parents ain't rich. And then there was actually an incident at his school too, where he was about to get in a fight, but I can't remember the details of that. I saw that. That was months ago. Then he was doing the hot chip one chips challenge with his boys. They approached a homeless man who just wanted, some change. He offered the homeless man $20 if the homeless man would eat the hot chip. So they went in the store and got one. And he basically was torturing the man, got him eating that hot chip. And then he's like, well, you only getting the $20 if you eat it, swallow it. And I think he made him wait 5 minutes or something. And the man had water with him. He's like, if you sip the water, you don't get the $20. Like, you torturing a homeless person. Like, do you understand your level of privilege that's a horrible look? In general, it's a bad look. But then on top of that, your level of privilege on top of that. And yeah. So there's some major, those are the things I'm thinking of off the top of my head. And I don't even pay attention to him like that. But those are the things that I've come across. I saw this and was disgusted. The parents' reaction was just as bad as the son's burst, shaking my head. Yeah, I can get that as well. I mean, I did see the footage of, that they were in outside of King's footage. I saw some other footage where you can see they're in one of those private skyboxes, but it's pretty large. So it's probably was 20, 30 people there. But it's kind of like, back off from that as parents. Let him, he just talking ish. Y'all know he coming back to lay under y'all roof. Just let it be. He says he stands on his business in designer shoes. He wants to be from the hood for the internet. Everyone knows he's not from the hood. Yeah, exactly. We watched you grow up on TV, dude. Like, we literally watched you grow up on TV. Folks need to learn how to pronounce business. Business. What the heck is business? Why are you making fun of people from Atlanta? Renee asks, King gets spoiled. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, but from the stories I've heard about myself as a child, I used to hold my breath and have tantrums to go to my granny's house. Right. They're dysfunctional like any other family. Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And the fact that the difference is they are, public figures. So when drama happens in our family, maybe the biggest it gets is Facebook. Facebook and the people who follow them on Facebook, the friends and schoolmates and coworkers, maybe. But when drama happens with this Harris family, T.I. and Tiny, and they cheering, it's national news. I agree. It seemed real to me. Yeah. It could be that it was real and they decided to capitalize off of it afterwards, and not that they decided to create the situation to capitalize, because that happens as well. Sabrina Lloyd is saying, it has been said previously that King was never raised in the household with his parents and that he was raised by his grandmother. Yes, I've heard that before as well. And I feel like I've seen him say it other places. I know for a fact I have, because I didn't know that part until I heard him saying it, that basically they were there for the show and then not. But he still benefited very much so from that, his parents' wealth. And on top of that, he, from what they are saying, he chose to be at his grandmother's house. King has been having problems over the past 5 years. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a combination of trying to find himself, combination of being spoiled brat, you know, all those sort of things. So, yeah. So moving on to our next segment, which is basically viral stories kind of related to flying, being on these airplanes, because it seems like more and more we're starting to see these crazy stories coming off from these planes. And the question is really, is it that this stuff was always happening, but now we all have access to, everyone has a camera in their hand at this point? You know, your phones, smartphones are doubling as cameras. So is it that we're just able to capture the footage and before we could not? Or is it that times have gotten so bad that and people are getting so crazy because we are in the end times? I'm asking this question. It's not a statement, it's a question. But are we in the end times and people just losing their mind? And so is that what we're seeing? Am I in the right place? Oh, hold on, y'all. I was trying to be all smooth about it, talking, multitasking, talking and pulling up my footage at the same time. And that didn't work out because I ended up in the wrong place. Okay, here we go. Where we at? Is this the one? Yep, this is the one. So the first one we have is a video that went viral, and this was out of New Orleans. Passengers were boarding a plane in New Orleans, and this guy basically leaves the plane abruptly after there's some commotion. And I'll just let the video tell the rest of the story.
Oh my God. Oh my. He put something on the plane and he jumped out the exit window.
Go, everybody go, get off. Go, y'all. Go, y'all. Go, y'all. Zia, are you okay? What happened?
He put something on the plane and jumped out the plane.
Wait, what? Someone jumped off? Zia.
He put something on
Go. What's going on? He jumped off the plane and put something on it. I don't know. That shit is crazy.
But don't leave the gate area. Just go in the gate area.
Just walk.
Well, he put something down and then he jumped off the exit as if he like left a bomb or something.
Okay, so Auntie, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh my God.
Everybody started getting off.
I've never been so scared.
Child, my chest hurt. My
Because I
fucking
was
chest
literally
hurt.
one seat away from him.
Wait, so what did you see?
Well, I just the guy was like, "What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?" And then he jumped off and he said he put something on the plane, like like a bomb or something.
Okay, so apparently, can you hear me?
I can't catch my breath.
Auntie.
I left my luggage.
Auntie.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, apparently somebody.
I never dreamed I would be going through nothing like this. Wait a minute.
Oh, they did. He did.
There he is. He's taking a. Oh my God. There he is right there. Oh my goodness. Lord, there he is. Yo. They got him. Thank God. Oh my God.
They got him.
Thank God.
Was on the plane.
It's the guy beside him that's gonna be able to tell what he put down.
So according to the article, deputies are saying that a man was taken to the hospital after he allegedly opened a plane's emergency exit door and exited onto the tarmac at the Louis Armstrong International Airport. According to the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office, the incident happened around 7:41 p.m. on Sunday, November the 26th. And the sheriff said that a 38-year-old man who is believed to be from Atlanta, you see y'all in Atlanta again. No, I'm just joking. Opened the emergency exit door to exit a stationary plane on Concourse B. The man reportedly climbed onto the wing of the plane and jumped to the ground. Ground personnel were able to quickly capture the man near the plane and held him until the deputies arrived on the scene. The aircraft had not departed the gate or pushed back at the time of the incident. The deputy said the man is believed to have been suffering from a mental health emergency and was taken to the hospital. There's no indication that the man left any items on the plane, and he was not found in possession of any weapons. The sheriff says he does not anticipate filing criminal charges, but the investigation has been handed over to the federal authorities. Despite the disruption, no injuries were reported during the incident. However, the flight was canceled. So, you know, people's pissed. Like, I'm running my flight. Crazy people. Let me see. I got, there's a part 2 to this. Let me see if I can pull it in. I couldn't pull all the videos in. It's only got so much space over here on StreamYard. Okay, I think this is the part 2.
The same guy that did what? Oh my goodness. Y'all, my back hurt. I got pushed. Anywho, I'm sitting here trying to order meat, see what I'm gonna get me to drink. Lord have mercy. Well, like I said, I ain't never been through no shit like this in my life. That scared the shit out of me. Hold on, y'all. There he is. There he is. He's taking a... Oh, my God. There he is. There he is right there. Oh, my goodness. Lord, there he is.
They got him. They got him. They got him.
Thank God.
On the plane.
It's the guy beside him that's going to be able to tell what he put down. Y'all, so I guess when something will get the light that's flashing over there, I guess when it's like a bomb threat, they have to shut the whole airport down. I don't know. But it's not a very good situation, especially when you have somewhere to be. I literally...
So that, and the rest of his commentary was about his personal life. We don't really care about that. But yeah, it's a lot. Poll question is, have you seen this viral video? 36% said yes, 64% said no. I was thinking, that was the reason I brought it in. I was like, I sometimes assume that when I see something and it seems everywhere, I'll assume that y'all have seen it a ton too. And then when I do these polls, I'm like, no, they didn't. So it's good that I brought it in. So this was one of them. I was like, they probably ain't seen this, the majority. Oh, let me jump to the comments and then we're going to move on to the next one. I got 2 more. And then that'll be it for tonight for our live stream. K Sharp is saying, no, I'm not walking. I'm running for my life. That was, it's funny you say that too, because as I was watching it, I'm like not understanding quite what I'm watching, but I'm like, why y'all walking so slow? Move, 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 move. Get off of there. What's happening? Some people still sitting. What happened? Huh? Why y'all leaving? Huh? What? Get off. Get off. Find out once you are off. Also, they're like, walk, don't run, like the, you know, flight attendants and staff and everything. And I'm like, there's a such thing as like a downtown pace. Like, I ain't gonna run if y'all saying don't run. I ain't trying to knock people over and trample people. But I swear, I'm gonna be so swift, I'm gonna be speed walking. On top of that, I'm not stopping at that gate, at the entrance of that gate. I am finna walk all the way down the concourse to the main part of the airport. Y'all update me over the loudspeaker, because if that plane blows up, guess who gets injured? The people right outside of the ramp. There's glass everywhere. Y'all, come on, use this, use it. Southern Belle says people act slow. When you see people moving, run, run. Run first, ask questions later. Run first, ask questions later. The watcher saying the commentary makes the video. I love us. Right. Yeah, definitely. Love USA is saying, I think that people feel like they can do anything they want on airplanes these days. Remember when I was younger, it was a big deal to fly and dress nicely when you went to the airport. Yeah. Well, by the time I started flying, that had changed a little bit. Well, I did the first couple times I flew for the first time when I was maybe 10 years old. So yeah, it was like I had an outfit to fly. Now I'm in my joggers. Like I got my, sweatsuit, and I'm always wearing a sweatsuit and a hoodie because I got the hoodie so I can put it on my head for the air. Because you never know, them vents sometimes be acting crazy. It'll be freezing cold on them planes. So I always have it where I can kind of adapt and get warmer if I need to, or take it off if I need to. And usually I don't. The last one, I will not ask questions. Just move. Right, Southern Belle, just move. Okay, and then our next story is, I'm going to put this poll question up while I pull this next story. Next poll question is, are you afraid of flying because of these potential situations? I saw that like 90-something% of y'all have actually flown. I thought it might be a little lower than that, at least, because I know some people, at least I've met people who are like, I've never flown before, or they just don't like to fly. They're afraid of it. But that's not our people, not at all. So this next story is how these flights sometimes bring out the worst in people. And so there's a viral video that was shared of a woman on a Frontier Airlines flight who that was departing from Florida to Philadelphia. Always it's either Atlanta or Florida. Florida for Pennsylvania, claimed to be a cabin attendant that she urgently had to use the restroom. When the attendant stopped her from going to the aircraft lavatory, she apologized to the other passengers before pulling down her pants and exposing her nether regions and squatting in the aisle. So let me pull this up. Give me a minute to get to the file. Talk amongst yourselves. What's it? Yeah, that's it.
I'm ready to be over here. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Are you serious?
Okay, I don't give up. No.
I'm gonna start that again because I had an image blocking, and I'm gonna be clipping these down into highlights. So for my editing purposes. The funny part to me was the fact that she apologized to the crowd before pulling her pants down in the middle of the, like, hello. But then when people was like, what are you doing? What? Now she cursing them out. Like, I don't, F, blah, blah, blah. I can do whatever I want. Like, but the other part was the ending of the clip where they show she just left the plane and went wherever she was going, to her destination. Where they do that at? Because I'm used to seeing people get arrested for less. I've seen people get arrested because they felt they were underdressed, like they maybe had some hoochie mama shorts on or something. This woman is straight up bared her everything in front of children even, and she gets to just leave the plane, depart, and go about her business. Craziness. She needed to be on the no-fly list. That was no-fly list worthy, but it is what it is. But they said, actually, this tale was not even the wildest plane incident to happen this week. Frontier Airlines might have a problem on its hands because on Monday, a different woman traveling from Houston to Denver, it's always Houston, no, just okay, wailed and attempted to break free in flight, and attendants to break free from in-flight attendants when she began acting unruly. Another woman from the flight unsuccessfully tried to ease the tension by explaining her perspective of what was taking place. It's actually evidence that there's a real devil that wants to unalive each and every one of y'all, she says. The woman said, who alleged that the other woman was possessed, and then was quoted as saying, all hell is about to break loose and y'all are getting evidence of it. I think I saw that clip too. I didn't think that didn't even cross my mind until I was reading this. But yeah, it's crazy. Let me see what y'all got to say about this one. Then we got one more. Oh, no, we ain't got nothing start. We got Precious there in the background tonight backstage, helping me out with the moderation of the comments. So I'm gonna go to the last story. Poll question is, well, let me close this one out. Have you seen this video of the woman threatening to relieve herself on the plane? 36% of you said yes, 64% of you said no. So the majority of you hadn't seen this one either. Let's see if you've seen this one, because this was a couple weeks ago and it was taken off as well. Have you heard of the gospel singer? I don't know if she's just gospel but they were saying she was gospel. But have you heard of the singer Bobbi Storm? Bobbi Storm. I don't think I pulled a picture of her. No, I didn't. Anyway, Bobbi Storm was nearly kicked off of a plane. She is nominated for 2 Grammys and attempted to celebrate her nomination by announcing it to the entire plane and singing her song. The flight crew member repeatedly told Storm to sit down and be quiet, leading to a confrontation where the flight attendant asked her to be quiet or or risk not being able to take the flight. So Storm posted a 4.5-minute video of the incident on her Instagram, where she also shared details about her Grammy nomination and her relationship with God. So let me play this video for you. This one, okay, here it is.
I can sit down and I'll sit up in order. I'll sit down, but the seatbelt signs off. The seatbelt signs off. It's not a disturbance. Once you hit, it's right here, babe. I am. I'm gonna have a seat. Okay, so watch me bless him. So I used to sing on planes a long time ago. I just found out I'm up for 2 Grammys. My very first time, you guys. My name is Bobbi Storm, and I'm up for 2 Grammys. I sing for the Lord, and my song is out on all platforms. It's called We Can't Forget Him. Michael McDonald cleared it. Warren G is on the original record as well. It's with Regulators. I want to share this with you guys. I wanted to do it when I first got on the plane, but I was like, you know, I haven't done this in a while. I've gotten to the next status, so.
Are you able to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, could I please?
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well, I'll find that up.
That's a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no. I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instruction for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, ma'am.
I'm asking you guys. What do you guys think?
Okay. If you're not able to follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Ah, okay.
Are you able to be quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine. If you were the
So that's
person in charge of it all.
I'm your flight leader, yes.
If you're the person in charge of it all, then that's fine.
All right. Thank you.
So I'll sing it on a low for y'all in the back, if that's okay. All right. So the song is called We Can't Forget Him. All right. And you can download it. I don't know the issue. No one else has ever had an issue, but it's Father, thank you for each day in my life. I realize I don't need anything. I need you by my side. Shine your light. Pretend I can do without you, but I'll be out of my mind. Doing things my way, those who fake keep forgetting. We gotta learn the hard way. I keep forgetting. We can't forget it. So just so you know, if you're on this flight You have been, thank you so much. You gotta clap on them home. I know. Thank you so much. So look up Maverick City. Maverick City has an album out right now. They are a contemporary gospel group, and I have been blessed to be a part of that album. That's called We Can't Forget Them. Yep, We Can't Forget Them. And it's available everywhere. It's on the billboards. So, you know, people like that, you know, they spirits so low. They can't accept it, but I'm here to spread what God needs me to spread. I'm here to spread that because that's what's gotten me where I am. I quit my job in October of last year, and I just went out by faith, and now here I am. So remember the space and chase the storm. All right, y'all. BOBBI, storm like the weather. Thank you guys for sure. Thank you guys.
And Bobbi, you're a what now? A 2-time Grammy nominated?
Yes, just as of today, 2-time Grammy nominated with Maverick City, the Maverick Way. Thank you. Thank you.
So that was what's her name? Bobbi Storm. Like, what's her name? Well, y'all know I'm bad with names, but to be honest, prior to this situation, I did not know who she was. So there's been speculation of whether or not this was a public stunt because of the potential benefits of her basically either whether she successfully sung on the plane or if she were to have gotten kicked off the plane, it would have created a news story. So they're speculating like she felt like this was a win-win situation to garner attention, whether she was able to sing and, cheers, or whether it'd be like, get off of here. And then she like, oh, they victimized me. Look, I was just singing for God, all that. So come to find out, she has actually been doing this for a very long time. And she actually mentioned it in the clip we just watched, that she says she's been doing it a lot. She used to do it all the time. She said all the time, and she never had any issues. And so sure enough, someone pulled a clip from years ago when she did this, or when she was doing it. I just thought about she's singing so much, I don't want to get no copyright from it. But I don't even know if this is a song that's out or anything.
That's it, everybody.
Yay, thank you. That's it. Thank you. Jesus. I am like, I'm gonna create one more poll question I didn't have before. But the question I'm closing out is, do you think the flight attendant was rude to her with his tone? 59% of you said yes, 41% of you said no. I feel like it was very authoritative. I don't feel he was wrong to tell her, I'm gonna need you to, pipe down. Everybody ain't here for that. I don't have an issue with that, but the tone was very condescending and very authoritative from the jump, like he had a chip on his shoulder and approached her in that way, versus like, there's a nicer way to have said everything he said, basically. But do you think that she's I'm gonna just say good singer? When I'm saying good, I basically mean professional, like, oh, I could see her having a solo album kind of thing, because I'm seeing y'all comments. I'm gonna say that I had the same. I forgot who it was. That Missy Parker, maybe whose comment I put up there. I I had the same thoughts. I wasn't gonna go there during this live stream, but since y'all brought it up, I'm like, I agree. I wasn't feeling nothing, and I love music. I'm scrolling sometimes, and somebody get to singing. There ain't got to be nobody, no famous person or nothing, and it'd be like, oh my god, I feel that stirring up in my soul, and I stop and repeat it, and sometimes screen record and everything else. This didn't do nothing for me. Other poll question was, do you think singing to an entire plane in flight is socially unacceptable? 66% of you say yes. 33% of y'all think that just because it's a public space, you can invade our privacy. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Well, I'm the person who gets on the plane and I have my headphones on, even if they ain't on. They're on my head. And there might not be no sound coming through. Why? Because I want you to think I'm busy so you don't bother me. Don't bother me. But it don't always work. It does not, unfortunately. And here they are right here. I wear these bigger, and I purposefully get bigger headphones. I do have the little ear pods and all that. I don't really like them anyway. But I purposefully wear these so you can see that I can't hear you. But they still would be like, sir, like, what? What? I had a lady, I was in Menards. I even wear them when I'm shopping and stuff. I was in Menards and I'm with my card and I'm looking for I'm household cleaners and stuff. And I'm walking and I am listening to a podcast or something at that point. And this lady, I thought she was talking to somebody else because I could hear a little bit. And then I realized she was trying to get my attention the whole time. And I turned and she was like, she's asking me where I got something that was in my cart, like some cleaner. I'm like, find somebody who work here. Do I look like I work here? Yes, I'm that person. Yes, I'm that. I told her. I did tell her. I ain't say don't bother me, but when I'm on a plane, when I'm traveling, that's another reason why I will prefer, I'll take a road trip quicker than I'll hop on a flight sometimes, because I'm like, I just want to be in a zone. I don't even want to possibly have to deal with Bobbi Storm or the lady in the middle of the aisle pulling down her drawers. It's too much. It's too much. Humans do too much. And so I prefer to just control my environment, and I can't control those environments. Question that I'm closing out. Do you think that she is a good singer? It's almost like 50. And I'm not gonna say she can't sing. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it ain't for me. I'll put it that way. It ain't for me. But she's I went on her Instagram and stuff because I was, trying to get familiar to do the story. On her Instagram, she's performing in stadiums. She's a part of this Grammy she was talking about was not for her being a solo artist, but she's in some group. I think it's a gospel group called Maverick. And that shows how out of touch I am with the new gospel, because I still listen to my gospel from the 90s and the early 2000s. My playlist, that's all I listen to. So it's a group called Maverick. I don't know if y'all know who they are, but I don't. But that's who she won I'm not won, but is nominated for a Grammy with. Missy is saying she's a shower singer. Yeah, I mean, to each his own. To each his own. So it's almost even. Well, for the 53% of y'all, I'm sorry, what was it? 47% of y'all go cop her album. Go cop her album. Or stream it rather. Let me read your comments and then we're gonna head on out of here. Let's see. Alice is saying people need to stop invoking God in their mess. God is not the author of confusion. Hello. Amen. Hallelujah. Preach, Alice, preach. K Sharper saying Veil, the band is nominated, not her. I don't like when people who weaponize their faith. The title of the song is questionable. Yeah, I'm just K Sharp. I'm with you. Well, and you typed up, I'm sure, before I just said what I said about the name of the group and all that. She is saying, though, when she on this plane and we got clips, I got proof. She said, I am nominated for 2, and this is my first time being nominated. She never said, well, to the whole to the crowd. She never said, the crowd who most weren't interested. She never said the group I am in is nominated, therefore I, benefit from it. Then I heard like it when it comes to the Grammys, because I watch a lot of the R&B podcast, R&B Money podcast with Tank and Jake Valentine, and they've talked a lot about the mechanics of the Grammys and how it all works. And she may think she won a Grammy, and she may not have actually won the Grammy. But I don't know. It's giving a little self-centered. That's how I just feel. Now, I remember like American Idol is what comes to mind, where I think it might have been George Huff or one of those people who are a little lesser known from American Idol. And it was like footage of them singing on a plane, but they were at the front of the plane. It was by request of the flight attendant and maybe whoever else. And I think they they were just singing in front of the plane, and everyone was cool with it, or the majority were like, please sing, please sing. That's different. But when taking a captive audience and holding people's ears hostage, that's a problem. That's why I take these everywhere, because you might get my eyes for a split second, but I'm gonna shut you out with these. You ain't gonna get my ears. You ain't gonna get them. And honestly, if I see you up to some shenanigans, and they're not dangerous shenanigans, I'm gonna make sure I turn my volume up, and I'm gonna turn my eyes. I ain't gonna even give you no eye contact. She should have asked for permission to begin with. Yeah, she should have asked the flight attendant. I agree. But the thing is, you see, even from the other clip I showed that was from a couple years earlier, she just is used to standing up and just starting to sing. It's a lot. I would have got Miss Mamas together, right? She's doing what those demonic spirits. Oh, I ain't saying all that. And then when you just said Miss Mamas, I forget. I clicked off of it, so I can't bring it back up. Whoever I just read that said Miss Mamas. Well, you talking about the flight attendant or her? Because it just occurred to me that Miss Mamas could have been that flight attendant too. Because he's a little spicy. He's a little sassy. Gave me a little bit of Darius Crooks vibes with the sassiness, sassy bitchness. But anyway, that is all I have for this evening. I thank all of you for joining me. And we will be back with more content in the coming week. And make sure you are connected to me on all of our platforms. Make sure you are subscribed to the text community, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and all my other social media platforms, which is pinned to the top of the chat and will be pinned to the first comment below this video and in the description area. Oh, thank you to my moderator, my background moderator for this evening was Precious G. Appreciate you so much, friend. And my front end moderators, Alice, Blessed Child of God, Deshaun, and Marianne, and whoever else I may be missing. Those are the ones that are like, as I'm scrolling really quickly, that I'm seeing. And all my other moderators, whether you were here in spirit or watching on the replay, I greatly appreciate all of you. So with that, until next time, until I upload the next video, y'all make sure to take care and be blessed. Peace.